Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time of day it is and where you are when you watch this video. My name is Z, and welcome back to my gaming corner. In this, our 6th episode of Building Crestfall, we are going to work on our public transportation hub. I think I want to change it up a little bit. We're going to try and get our next milestone. We are at 6,322. We need 8,000 population for Big Town, and then we can start building campuses. We unlock IT clusters, leader specialization. We get all sorts of cool stuff. We also get high density, finally official high density stuff. And then for buildings, we actually unlock the real vanilla university, so we can actually build a campus area since the university is available. So I'd love to get to 8,000, and that would just be perfect. When we left off last time, this is what our city looked like. We put in that huge Marriott Tower, we put in the Cosmopolitan Tower. There's another Cosmopolitan building that looks like a box. It's tall like that tower. I think it's supposed to complement that Cosmopolitan Tower. We might put that in today to help with getting our population up to 8,000. I did have to make one itty-bitty little change off camera. The industry over here was giving me an error that there wasn't enough educated citizens. So off camera, I stuck in the high school. And I put the high school right there. So ABC Elementary is right here. And we might just change the name of this to Crestfall Elementary. And then this is XYZ High School. And we'll change the name of this to Crestfall High School. Okay? So I put in the high school. It's right across the street from the city park. The closest bus stop is literally like right there, so the Sims can get off right there, walk across this street, go in front of the Statue of Wealth, and they're right here at the high school. There's also a bus stop right around the corner from the city park, so they can just walk around the corner. So yeah, we got our city park to level 4, and we have the entertainment value over to 1120, and we just need to have 2,900 more people, 2,850 more people, get to level 5, and then we get the trampoline parts, and put the trampoline parts right there, and then we can fill the rest of this up. Like it might be nice if we take a little path and like curve it over to here and have gazebos all over here too, and then we can fill all this in with like trees and whatnot. That might look cool. Or arc a road around and have gazebos on opposite corners with trees opposite corners. We'll figure out what we want to do with it. So let's continue on with the game. I'm going to press spacebar to play the game. This intersection I thought had markings in it. Apparently not. It does have regular crosswalks. We need to put in the crosswalks on the other two sides. Put the crosswalks in, and then we need to add in the double solid line. So to do a double solid line, remember you hold shift and control at the same time, and then we need to change the color of it to 255, 157, 68, and 255. And then we need to add in the dotted line right there, and then hold shift and put in your solid line. So dotted line right there in the middle, and the solid line separating the bus lane. And then at this other one, yeah, how big is this intersection? Question mark, question mark. 25 meters. Can we lower that? Say 20 meters? Or even 15 meters? Yeah, let's do that. We don't need to have big, ginormously huge intersections and have big blank spaces. Whereas this other intersection where the 4 lane connects, this is just 15. And it looks just fine. So, like I said, I think I made this square too big. And if we look at our transportation hubs, we still don't have the intercity bus hub, which is this one. No, intercity bus hub. No, what is this one? Yeah, we need to have 8,000, so we need to get to 8,000. But what I want to have happen here is there is a bus intercity bus hub. There's also a monorail bus hub. And the monorail bus hub, which is this one, requires 11,000. So we have to use the bus intercity bus hub for part of it. And then you can also have a monorail bus hub going out from the other end. So you can have lots and lots and lots of places for buses to park and pick up people. But this square is just ginormous for what we're going to be needing. And so once we get to 8,000, I think I want to change out the transportation center. But remember how I talked about I wanted to extend the highway down and curve it in preparation for buying this square and putting a forestry industry down here, and then sending a freight train down here to a freight station over here to deliver to the commercial. So let's do that. So we are going to, for the very first time, use the parallel road tool. And I have never used the parallel road tool before. When you open up your roads, right next to the upgrade is this parallel road tool. And I want to do 3-lane highway. And I want to do 3-lane highway, and then what it's going to do is as I draw this out, it's going to put it right next to each other. So we need to increase the space. And I don't know how wide is this? 4 units. So does this need to be 30? Okay. Having never used this before. Maybe 35? Nope, maybe 40. Maybe it's 10 units per thing, so we can go 40 units. It's 4 units apart. Oh, is it 45? Oh, geez. Wow. 45. Wow, is it 50? Oh my goodness. It can't be 60. Okay, so, okay, let's go back to 40 and press enter. Okay, so I have to press enter to do it. 35. Is 35 what we want? Is that exactly what we want? Or is it 30 that we want? No. 33 perhaps? Or 34 perhaps? Press enter. I think 34. I think that looks absolutely perfect. Okay. So now that we know what we want it to be 34 units. 34 units apart for that way it connects directly to the highway. Okay, we want to do freeform tool. And we want to come out, say, 50 units. And then, do we have road snapping on? Yeah, we do. Maybe we just do the curved road tool. Come out 50 units. Do an exact 90-degree turn. And come out 50 units. Maybe we do 70 by 70. Okay, 70 by 70 at 90-degree turn. Bam. And then we just have to draw in with a straight line. We'll just have it be no parallel mod, just go straight right to there. Okay. And then we can put on the parallel mod. And then we want to have it come straight out for a little while. Maybe only 40 units. Let's see, it connects there. I don't know why it didn't connect to the other end. But you see, the parallel road tool allows you to build roads perfectly parallel with each other and we can extend the highway quite easily. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to build a Trumpet Interchange. And eventually we'll change out that default one over there for a Trumpet Interchange. And then what that'll do is a Trumpet Interchange it's a three-way interchange where it breaks off at an exact T. You can also make it so it breaks off at like a Y or at an X. Well, no, more like a Y, because it's a three-way intersection. You have the roads going in one direction, east and west, and then you have north and south meeting it, and the north and south end where the east and west meet. And you can use a variety of interchanges. Trumpet interchange, you can use a pseudo trumpet, you can make custom interchanges and all. I just like the trumpet interchange because of the way that it looks. And what I want to do is, when you do a trumpet interchange, you either have the crossover being as a flyover, or you make the highway being a flyover, and then the crossover goes underneath. You can go either way. I think what I want to do is I want to sink the highway where the crossover goes and have the crossover be at ground level, and then have the highway go underneath it, and have the crossover be at ground level, because it'll just make everything look much nicer. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our Move It mod, and we're going to sync. So I did 4 sections, so 1 section, 2 sections, 3 sections, 4 sections. I want to sync this node and that node and this node and that node. I want to sync those 4 nodes with Control H is in hotel or H is in height, and I want to sync it to the exact level of that node right there in the middle at 10 below. And why is it not? Control H to that node. Okay, why is it not? If I Control H to that road, will it sync the road? Okay, I guess it doesn't want to play nice today. Okay, so let's force the ground to follow it. I don't want the parallel road tool on. We want to go down to 10. Just going to put in a little 2 length. And now let's use the Move It mod. This node, that node, hold down Shift to select multiple nodes. Control H to right there. There we go. So I guess it has to be close enough to where you can see it on screen where it'll sync it properly. Okay, perfect. And then we can use that instead of those. Okay, and then what you want to do is, using Electric Spine Road tool, select this one that says select nodes and enter to smooth the thing out. And yeah, and I worry about the time traffic light, or the way that the game is behaving, because when this left turn is time to go, all other sides should be stopped, and they're not stopping. The left turn stops when it's not their turn to go, but when it is their turn to go, the other sides will stop and they're not stopping. Okay, so with Electric Spine Road tool, we want to take this node, the node next to it, and the node after that. And we can also do the other side at the same time. So we can take this node, that node, and this node. Just press enter once, and it will make a nice dip down. And then we need to deselect all of this. And we also sunk these 2, and then we need to go out 2 beyond it and press enter, and it'll just make a nice little transition down. Okay, so then you can right click to deselect these nodes. So right here in the middle, we need to have 2 bridges going in opposite direction. One is going out, one is coming in. So we're going to do this with just the basic off-ramp. And so, let's see. It's exactly 10 units from here to there. So if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't want it to be high, I want it to be at 0. And I want it to be elevated. Let's have one bridge go across right there at a distance of 12 units. Although, okay, distance of 12 units, and then we'll have the opposing side be right next to it. Yeah, we'll just have it be just like that, right over the middle there, and then, okay. So now that we have our 2 roads, what needs to happen, and what I should have done, okay, what we need to do, we need to delete these parts. You also need to have, there's a collector lane that goes underneath those 2 bridges. So we need to have, this just needs to be forced to ground, but we need to be, actually it's all the ground. We need to be height of -10. Bugger. Okay, so these are the, you can't have it that close to the highway, we can have it this close to the highway. There's a height of -10. And it needs to be going the other direction. So right click it, I'll go the other direction. And we just need to be able to have the bridge go across all 3 of those roads. So what it is this road's going to come off, it's going to connect to that road, and then it's going to curve around and come across this way. So it's going to make like a trumpet. So if you think of a trumpet, it has the horn at the front, and then it makes like a 180-degree turn, and it goes back and forth. And then you press the buttons and you blow on it, and it makes a trumpet sound. So this long collector's lane will curve and go up, and then go across this way. And then the on-ramp for the other side will come across here, and then it will go around the loop, and then go over here and connect over there. And we want to make it an exact, perfect circle. So since we know that we want the crossover bridge to be right on top of that, let's start with the crossover. We're going to do a curve. We're down here at -10 units. And what we're going to do is we're just going to have it be normal. And I think the way I want to do this is to go 3 by 3, which is a total of 6 spaces, and then go up by half of what we need to be. So we have to be at least 9 units to go across the road. We have to get up to 10. So if we go out by 3 units, up by 3 units, and then come up by 3. So now we're at -7 meters. And then if we come up by 3, and then over by 3, up another 3. Okay, we're getting there. And then if we come over by 3, and over by 3 this way, and come up to ground level, then we're here. Okay? And then if we take an elevated piece, and then do a straight shot across the highway, what I would like to do is I'd like to go halfway. Oh, can I even go halfway? Oh no, I can go right over there, and it will stick the pillar right between the lanes of the highway. That's exactly what I want. Click that in, the pillar's in, and that is the first bit for our Trumpet Interchange. That's the first thing you want to do. You put your collector lane next to the highway, arc it up, And then what we can do, because we have a slightly different slope for this last section, we can take Electric's Fine Road tools, turn off the roads, make it straight like this. We're going to start at the top and select these nodes all the way down to the bottom, and we're just going to make it a straight slope. And it's just going to adjust it so the slope is the same all the way down. Okay, and then it's a bridge piece across the top of the highway. And then what we do, then what we do is we're going to draw the on-ramp in the other direction. So we're going to have it be as close as we can get it. Does that put a pillar in the middle like it's supposed to? Yes, it does. Okay. So there we go. We have our two pillars. They're perfectly aligned underneath the two bridges. And now what we can do is we can use our curved road tool, and we can have it be regular. And we can come up to, let's say, here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to be out here. Come to there, curve it right around. And we'll change the directions. We'll change the directions in a minute. Okay? And then what we want to do is we want to be on that node, come out to this road, and just curve it right around. Do we need to make those roads slightly farther apart? Or if we used elevated pieces, would that fix the problem? Yeah, I think that would fix the problem right there. Use an elevated piece right there. Now, what we need to do here is we need to start arcing back and go parallel to the highway. So with our curve tool, we come up 3 units and over 3 units at 90 degrees, and we just have it be normal ground. We should be able to get it in just 1 second. So I apologize about that little break. I'm kind of at work right now. I work at a hotel, and some stupid guest came to the desk and was like, "How do I do this? How do I do that?" So I'm like, "Oh my god, please tell me." Okay, so now that we have that arc, I don't like the jankiness right there. So I think what I want to do is I want to keep it as an elevated piece, just so, yeah, let's do that. And now this is at ground level, okay? And we need to run this road out and connect down here. We want to have nice long connector. So now we're going to have it be just normal on a free-flowing like this. We're going to come out and we want to connect to that. See, if we go to the node, it won't let us. We could force it with anarchy and make it let us, but if we go right in front of the node, then we can do it. Okay, and that's what going on the highway goes that way, and then coming off the highway doing the left turn. So this is basically the left turn. And then for this on-ramp, or this off-ramp, we can have it connect using the freeform tool, have it come out, and have it come off of that node right there. Okay? And then remember, with our node controller, we can select that node and we can say that it's on a slope, and then it will just fix everything. Okay, so that's basically, that is the left turn connector right there. That's the basic Trumpet Interchange. You have the off-coming ramp, comes off, does a 90-degree turn all the way around to 180. Well, 90 degree, 180, almost 270 degrees, and then goes straight across the highway. And this one comes around, follows that curve, and then curves. And what we really should do is we should have this connection be a lot longer. See how long this one is? We should try and have it be symmetrical. So, how long is this to the curve? Because this is where the curve is. How long is that road? That road is 10 units long before we start doing the curve. So we should come out 10 units, which is way out to there. Oh, but it should curve slightly with the highway. Okay, so we're going to do a free form. We're going to come out 5, and then over here 5. I'm going to turn road snapping off instead of just the angle. I just want it to be exactly 10 units, and I want it to follow the highway exactly. That's pretty close. Okay, and then from here, how long is this section of road? So this section of road is 5 by 5. Okay, so we need to come out 5 or 5, and then have the connection be 5. And it wants to snap right there. So that's what we should snap at, that node. Perfect. So now, if you look, our connector lanes here and there, with this being the center of the connector lanes, it's the same lane. And that's how a trumpet should look. Oh, and it's doing Halloween again. I think what I want to do with the music is unselect 41, so I gotta find 41. I want to just turn off Halloween, and it can go play something else. I don't want to listen to Halloween music when it's not Halloween. Oh my goodness. And you know, I think I need to make that a bridge piece. So yeah. And then it can just be, there we go. Yeah, that way it's not ruining the natural form of the land. And then if we went into our landscaping tool and just did to smooth it, and increase our brush size a bit, and just smooth all this out. It just makes it look a little bit better, and there's... yeah, it just makes it look a bit better. Doesn't that look nice? That looks really nice in my humble opinion. Okay, so let's get the roads all facing the same direction. So go to upgrade, and you're going to right click to change the direction. So right click there. Oh, but we don't need elevated pieces. Come on. So that comes in, that's correct. And then this other one going out, this needs to be upgraded. This needs to be turned around, and there we go. The left turn is done. Okay? And now what we want to do, going at ground level, we want to take this out, maybe... what the crap is... how? No, I want to be at 0. Okay. Let's have everything on. Let's come out 10 units. And then let's... what the crap? I don't want it to be at 5 units. I want it to follow the ground. Why is it doing elevated pieces? We upgrade that now. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted right there. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, that's better. Okay, now we can do the straight piece in the other direction. Make it 180 degrees. And then we can use our smoothing gun and just smooth this a little bit out. Okay. That is the left turn done. Now what we want to do, this is the fun part. The on-ramp and off-ramp for the right turn comes off at the same locations as the other side. And there's a big long connector lane, and we want to keep it as close to this inner curve as we can. So what we have now is we have another... I don't want it to be at 5 meters, I want it to be at 0. Oh my gosh, why is it defaulting to 5 meters? If we do that, Okay, so then we need to have this come out to here and have it come up 0. Which is then going to force that to be elevated pieces. Okay. Elevate, upgrade. There we go. Okay. And now what we can do with our curved piece, we want to follow it. We can go up 3 units over. Oh, nope, looks like it's going to be 2 by 2. No. So we just have it follow the road. So if we go 2 by 2 at 90 degrees. Oh, what the crap? Okay, where's our movement mod? Control H. Is that? There we go. Let's get rid of that. And now we need to do a freeform tool. Freeform. Come out, and we want to connect to that node right there. Okay, now here's a little trick you can do if you want to widen out the corners. If you come out 3 units and draw a road out 3 units, that puts a node right there. And then from this node, if you come out 3 units, which is right here, draw a road out. Oh, just do it, for crying out loud. Okay, and then you delete the middle, delete these, and then curve that. It makes it a much gentler curve, so you don't have to slow down as much. So there to there, and that's what we want to see. Right there. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, so now we can do the same thing on this side. So we can't go out 0. If we go 3 to 3, it won't curve out. So we need to do 2 to 2. Okay, there's 2 to 2 at 90 degrees. See, I don't know why it's going uphill. Ugh. So let's get our movement mod. Let's select that, control height, same as that. Just keep it level. I don't know why it wants to do that. Okay, now this one's going to have a big, long... connector lane. See, now theoretically, we could just have this connect like right here and make it short, but we want to keep it all symmetrical. So we're going to come out a full, it's going to be longer than 10 units. Okay, so we're going to do a straight shot, following the ground. I have to eyeball it because yeah, it's going to be to right there. It's going to be the eyeball. And then we can use the freeform tool to go out by 5. And in by 5. And connect right there. And if we need to use the move it mod, take this node and just back it up to where it's the same. Okay. Now, remember the trick we did? So, straight line, we're going to come out 3 units. Oh, I need to just make 3 units. 3 units right there. Then, straight out. Okay. And then, back this one, we need to measure out 3 units. Which is that line right there. Have this be straight. Have it come out 3 units. We're going to delete the middle, delete those, and then we're just going to curve that. So So into there, and curve. That makes the same curve on both sides, and it just looks nice. Now we need to turn the roads around. So this is coming off the highway. So grid the road, right click, turn it around. That's correct, that's correct. And that right there is a very simple trumpet interchange. That's how you do it. And the bridge goes right across the middle section of where it's dipped down at -10. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to go in with node controller, turn the roads off, get your node controller, make sure all these are on a slope, make sure this one's on a slope, and it'll just smooth the road out. Come over here to these ones, let's make this on a slope. It changes it just a little bit, just enough. So there we go. That is the basic trumpet interchange right there. That's what it looks like. And now we can go through and we can decorate the off-ramps and the intersections right there. So to keep with lane mathematics, we need to upgrade the highway underneath the intersection or the interchange as a 2-lane. And the reason we do that is because we have 3 lanes, one goes off, so it goes down to 2 lanes. And then 2 lanes coming in, one coming back on, it goes to 3 lanes. And now we're going to use our little trick that we learned a little while ago. And you know what? You know what I think I want to do is I think I want to slant all of it. So let's take our electric spine road tool and the straightening, and we want to deselect all of this over here. I want to start here and select, I want all the way to 4, and do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to press enter and slope all that. Okay, now we can deselect all of this. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Move It mod, and I'm going to select that node. I'm going to put it at the same height as this node. There we go. And now I can use Electric Spine Road tool, and I can go from this node to that node to that node to this node, and I can press enter, and I can just slope it. That way it's almost all sloped the same. Although no, it's not. It's not exactly the same. Because with the Move It mod, I need this node to be the same height as that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and now use the Find Road tool to select this, that, deselect that, and then slope that. There we go. There we go. Okay, and now we'll deselect this, and this. And now I need to start going up. So I need to select this, and that, and slope it up correctly. So it's a nice smooth slope. And now we can also slope this other side from here to there, to there, to there. We can slope that. I'm not sure I like that. I definitely don't like that. I hate that. We're going to do that. No, we can't. Butter. Okay. So, with Move It mod, let's select that node, the same height as this. And then using Electric Road tool, just slope these 3. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. Now comes the fun part. So we need to have a highway that goes. We need to then connect these to the highway. And we're just going to use a 2-lane highway. We're going to use the Parallel Road tool. At ground level, Following the ground, right between them. I can just get right between them. Okay, where's my parallel road tool? What happened to my parallel road tool? Did I accidentally close it? I might just have to manually do it. Yeah, I might just have to manually do it. I just don't know why the parallel road tool disappeared. I don't know what happened to my parallel road tool. Network, pillars, lights, road decorations, color, surface. No, we don't care about that. Oh my goodness, what happened to my parallel road tool? Where's our menu? Let's look at the options for parallel road tool. Have to find the parallel road tool for 205. Control P is toggle parallel road tool. So Control plus P apparently. So Control P. Okay, so why did... Okay. Okay, so Control P. We'll do that. Okay. Alright, so now that we have our 2-lane highway, we need to connect the one-ways. So we're just going to do curve. Well, actually, let's just do straight roads and connect this to that. Connect this to that. Use anarchy to force it. Connect this to there and this to there with anarchy. And then we can use our move it mod to bring this out like that. This be just like that. And that's what we want to see at the other end. So we need to arc this out. Arc this out. No, maybe not just there we go. Okay, and now we have our highway going out in that direction. So that's how you make a trumpet interchange. You curve the highway around, you have the trumpet interchange. With our selection, we actually have a couple of selections. So if we look at our milestones at okay, so Little Hamlet, we got that. At Worthy Village, we got 2x2 squares. At Tiny Town, we didn't. At Boomtown, we did get 2 squares. So we actually have 2 squares to play with. And at 8,000, we get another 2 squares. So we could buy 2 squares. So let's buy this one right there, purchase for 5,100. And let's also buy this one right here. And now we have access to this horrid interchange. Do we want to build another trumpet that they can use? Or what we can do is I have a number of intersections that I've downloaded from the shop. Like these are all intersections I've downloaded from the workshop. And this right here, the Freeway Trumpet A10-100, this is basically what I built, but this was made by someone else. I don't like the way that this functions. So let's just demolish all of this. that a curve in the road? That is a curve in the road. What happens if we just manage to go straight out? Yeah, we're going to eliminate all of this all the way back there. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have the highway, 3-lane highway, parallel road tool, Control P. Go to 33. That's about as close as we're going to get it to that. Okay, I wanted the straight shot out. Let's go out to here at 130 units. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to get to 130. 129. You know what it is for that? What happened? Oh, it's because the land is not exactly level. So let's take our smoothing gun and just smooth all this out. Because we're also going up the hill apparently. Yeah, if there's a... wow. Wow, okay. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now we can delete this part of the highway. And we can stick in our interchange. So that trumpet looks awfully nice. There's some other trumpets in here. There's like this one right here, which is a modified network. That could look kind of cool. There's also the modified T-bone, which has one flyover, one tunnel, so it's like a trumpet, but it looks like a proper T. Railroad, we don't care about that. We have stack interchanges, we have windmills. I have this other T-bone, which looks like that. Now, let's use, this one is a really interesting interchange right here. It's looks kind of fun. Let's use that one. We want to try and align it to both parts of the highway the best we can. Let's put that right there. Okay. Okay, and then we have 3-lane highway. Let's just back this up to the start of the curve. And let's take our curved road tool on a highway, it's a 3-lane highway, turn off parallel road tool with Control P, go to curve, we're coming out here. Yep, we need to back this up even farther. We need to also make sure that we're snapped to everything. Okay, 3-lane highway. We're going to come to right here where it's centered in that, and then connected at 180 degrees. Wonderful, right? Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to come straight out, and it's where this one connects. Where it's right in the center, and then it should connect at 180 degrees. So we do that, and then we just need to turn this one around. So we'll just turn this one around. That's that connected. And this one has the highway slightly closer together. let's take this back there. $179. That's about as close as we're probably going to get. $179 degrees is about as close as we're going to get. Let's turn this side around. I mean, that looks okay. And then what we need to do is we need to worry about lane mathematics. So it's a 3-lane highway, and one road goes off, one road comes on. So going around this corner should just be a 2-lane highway. That should be 2-lane, this should be 2-lane, this should be 2-lane. And we're left-clicking to change the road to a different road type. So this should just be 2 lanes going around the corner. That keeps the lane mathematics correct. Okay? And then we have, if you're going straight on, I believe should be a 2-lane highway. So that should be a 2-lane highway. This should be a 2-lane highway. This should be a 2-lane highway. This should be a 2-lane highway. Because this is basically going straight on. And then the part that's going straight on should be a 2-lane highway. Oops. No. There we go. So if that's going straight on, then this should just be a 1-lane going around the corner. I think that should just about do it. No, we should have 2 lanes going around the corner. And then the way we fix this is for like 3 sections, we have a 4-lane highway. Maybe just 2 sections with 4-lane highway. That gives us 2 dedicated turn lanes and 2 straight on. Now comes the fun part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to align the highways and possibly even make some of these connections a little bit better. Fix all the nodes. We also need to, okay, let's back off this highway we built. And now we need to connect this with a nice curve. So let's do 3-lane highway, a nice curve. So that's where the curve should be, and then it connects. Oh, bugger. 177.8, that's not bad. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Right there in the middle, and connect at 100 feet. Close enough. And then we just need to reverse this part of the highway and unpause. That way the people going straight through can keep the speed, and those that want to turn left, and they'd have to slow down and turn left. So it's kind of a partial trumpet. It's a really nice looking intersection, or an interchange. That looks so much better than the one we were given when we started. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to align the highway, especially this highway under here. Make it all straight. I'm going to decorate all the intersections, and then I'll show you the result when I'm done. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so I have now aligned the highway underneath that Trumpet Interchange. I've decorated all the intersections. You'll see the highway is now aligned. I've decorated everything. Oh, the one thing I didn't... If you ever get to, like, you see your roads and you see stuff like this, enter your node controller and click on that node, and instead of having it be custom, just change it to middle. Don't change it to be stretched, don't change it to be anything else, just change it to middle, and it will make that basically disappear, and then it'll just be like a regular node. So I aligned the highway all the way through, and so now it just looks great. And then over here on this intersection right here, I adjusted some of the roads to where we have highway that goes around the corner, and also going straight through is all the same highway. And then if you're making right turns or if you're making left turns, then you can make your left turns, and it looks really cool. And then I adjusted which parts of it were bridges, and the only parts I wanted to be bridges were the ones that actually crossed other roads, and then the rest of it I put as forced the ground to follow it. And it made this beautiful canyon right through the middle, and then bridges over the top. It's like the people who are going straight through this way get to go through this beautiful canyon, and then the people who are going through on the other way kind of miss the canyon, but they get this cliff on the one side, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And then I had to adjust some of the curves on some of the roads so it actually fit correctly. I also decorated all of these intersections, and I aligned the highway here so it just looks like a smooth curve coming in, going out. I aligned the highway over here so the two that go straight through and go to the left are just straight through. So I aligned all the highway up to the curve, and then I aligned the highway coming out of here. So if you want to go straight through or go around the left turn, you can it's just a straight shot. So that's what I did. So the vanilla one that I demolished that had the two bridges that crossed over each other in a big X on one side and then sloped down, it was way too tall, it was too busy. And in my humble opinion, when you sink part of the highway and then have your intersection just be flat with the ground, and you can make really cool canyons like this, it just makes it look so much better when you can do custom stuff. And you can download this intersection from the workshop. This intersection is called, if I come into the intersection here, it's called Modified Orehovika Interchange, or Hovika, I don't know how to pronounce that, Orehovika Interchange. So I'm thinking that might be a Russian interchange, I'm not sure. But if you can see from the little picture, it has bridges everywhere, and I just wanted it to be on the one corner, and I modified it with the landscaping tools and also with the fine road tools. When you're in a road, then you get this little thing, and I force the ground to follow it, like right through these sections right here. And like I said, in doing so, it made this beautiful canyon. So it almost looks like the land was made for it. It just looks so cool. But yeah, I did all that, and I want to call that an episode. We got the highway unlocked in our previous episode. We extended the highway in this one. We built a Trumpet Interchange. So now you have step-by-step instructions on how to build a Trumpet Interchange, and you can do this with any size road you want. Just make sure that you're doing nice long collector lanes, and then they loop around to go across the highway. And like even with this, when you sink the highway like this, even this gets kind of a little cool canyon to go through as it goes down under the highway. And I just think it looks so much better like this when you can build custom stuff. So there's your step-by-step instructions on how to do a Trumpet Interchange. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, rate me a like. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you always know when new content comes out. Also, please tell your friends about me so they can come and they can enjoy these videos and they can enjoy these tutorials just as much as you do. Finally, and most importantly of all, please remember this. City Skylines is just a game, and games are meant to be fun, and you're supposed to have fun while playing them. So if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Meet me back here next time for episode 7, where we're going to do some very aggressive expansion. Look, we have a huge residential demand. We're creeping up on the commercial demand again, and we need to take care of that and then grow our population to the next milestone of, come on, go to the next milestone of, not busy town, but big town at 8,000. We need to get to 8,000 residents in our next video, so we're going to be doing some massive expansion on our population and also fix some commercial. But I hope you enjoyed this video with Trumpet Interchange. And until next time for episode 7, I'm Z, signing off.